Hello and welcome to Yaptopia. We're up in the villager trading hall hanging out with Gavin, our giant golem friend, and there's no particular reason for that. I just wanted to mix up the backgrounds a bit. We don't want to always be starting at the job machine, even though that's ultimately where we're going to end up. So, what's changed? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm recording this video almost directly after finishing the previous one, which is the medieval lighthouse. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. I'll stick a link up top around about now, but that's over there. And not only that, but I have actually been working on the very first episode, which by the time this video comes out, it will be out, of Welcome to Moorhan, which is my new series on a Java world. I was about to jump off there and I just noticed I don't have my wings on, so that could have been quite embarrassing. And so welcome to Moorhan. It's my first video from the Paper Hats SMP, so you should go check that out if you haven't already, and I'll probably stick a link up the top to that one now, because I have actually figured out how to do all this stuff now. Woo, yay me. Let's have a look and see what we're going to be up to today. Interior construction on the super secret volcano. Right, okay, I've actually been looking forward to this one, but at the same time I'm quite terrified because it's a big old job, this one. So, we need to do the super secret volcano lair interior decoration. So follow the marked out floor plan. So, okay, so we've got like a little key here. So it was actually probably about 2 months ago when I laid out the floor plan for this. So let's go over there, check out what's needs to be done. Really, this is gonna be a big job. Oh boy. Right, let's go in and check this out then, see what we're going to be working with. So, right, I think it's gonna make sense to go up into our tower. So we've got yellow over that side, then we've got... Whoa! I've given it some thought. I've collected some resources, but I think I'm gonna change this quite a bit on the inside. I did this layout a couple of months ago. I had an intention of sort of creating this sort of high-tech secret lair. However, I don't really think that's going to be in keeping with the way that Yaptopia has since developed. So instead of that, I'm going to rip out a lot of this interior. I'm going to slab over the Guardian farm below, which is going to take a lot of slabs, but I'll get a lot of glass back, so, you know, you win some, you lose some. And I'm going to basically hide the Guardian farm. I'm going to pull up the map and relocate that elsewhere. But the main thing is I'm going to theme the inside of this a bit more like a pirate's cove. So it's going to be sort of... I know it's a volcano. I'm aware of that on the outside. But on the inside, I want it to literally feel like you've stepped into a different world. So to achieve that, I'm going to be importing some water, creating a few sort of waterfalls on the inside. There's going to be a bit of the whole sort of volcano lava theme as well, but it's not going to be sort of 100% that. I'm going to, use a bit of artistic license here and just do something a bit different on the inside to what you would actually expect. So there's going to be lots of sort of high walkways, gangplanks, like lagoons and things like that, and that's what I'm going to do with the inside. I'm still going to keep a lot of the same sort of areas, such as, there's still going to be a storage area, there's still going to be a vault, but it's going to be more sort of a pirate's buried hoard of treasure as opposed to a sort of high-tech bank vault like it was going to be. And yeah, so I'm just going to retheme a few of the areas. I'm going to play around with it a bit. I'm going to break away from what the original plan was because I just don't feel that that's going to be in keeping at this stage. So I'm going to make a start on that. I'm going to rip up the wool on the floor and then I'm going to slab over the bottom of it as well. And then I'm going to figure it out from there, really. So I will be back with you guys in, for you, probably just a few seconds. For me, it's going to be hours. We only went and did it. So it is now about 2 hours later, give or take. And yeah, that was not a slow process. I've managed to remove all of the glass and I've got rid of all the wool and I've got rid of most of the tower. I've just left the platform at the top there because it's likely that I'll need that during the process of this. I've already had to repair my pickaxe once, and yeah, as you can see, it's already taken a beating again for the second round. I've got chests full of glass and other bits that I picked up from the floor. So I think now we're ready to start putting in some terrain. I'm going to sort of snake some water in around here as well, so I'm going to be lowering certain bits of the redstone like this, just so I can have sort of valleys of water going through that are uninterrupted. But I will see you guys again very shortly. Well, this is taking a while. It's quite literally the next day now, but we're making some good progress. As you can see, we've got all the sort of groundwork slabs down, which should prevent any spawning in hollow areas, because they are half slabs, and I expect there to be plenty of hollow areas when I'm done. And I've also managed to lay out roughly where I want the water to go. So it's looking a little bit square at the moment because of sort of where the channels are, where the banks are. I've started to make this side a little bit more sort of wavy, but I think I need to either cut this corner off altogether or have another channel going down that way to make it look a bit more natural. And on this side, it's pretty much just a straight channel at the moment. It's more like a canal than a river. So lots to do around the edges here, but that will all come in when we start terraforming the backside here now. So what we're going to do is come in to about this sort of distance, and we're going to build up some walls that are going to sort of surround the area so that we have this platform out the front, and then we have cave walls essentially going up to the top. And then we're going to have a little play around and see what we can do with that. You may have also noticed over here, standing on a pole, we have Mrs. Beardstone. That can mean only one thing. What way is she looking? That way? Ooh. Finally, we're done. Oh, wait. Whew. Now that was a long job. But I think this time we're actually done. Unlike last time when I said, we're done! And we clearly weren't. This time we are as done as we are going to get, I should say. So let's just dive right in and have a look at what we've got. So the secret door is still the same. This still exists in the same form that it did. But when you come through... Oh. Okay, scrap that. I've broken the door. Yes, I got that sorted. So let's try that again, shall we? So, as you enter the doors, which definitely work, you'll now notice that the inside is looking fairly different. It's all stony. We've got rid of all the sort of futuristic-y, more modern quartz. Futuristic, not really, but you know what I mean. So we've reverted this back to a much more natural state, and as you can see, it's looking, as far as I'm concerned, pretty damn cool, but it's looking very different. Small disclaimer here, I have not had time to do the insides of the caves, so this is still very much how it was, and if we look around the corner here, you'll see that there's still a thunderstorm, apparently. But there's still a lot to do sort of behind the scenes. But let's not let that take away from what we've actually got out here at the moment. So in the first part of the time-lapse, I did this side. So we've got a bit out the front here with a couple of cave entrances. There's one here. Got a nice walkway at the top here with an additional waterfall and a little sort of hidey hole for a pirate or smuggler. And as you go down here, you've got a couple of choices of paths. So this one, if you run up here, will actually take you to a concealed exit and entrance up there. And the other one, down here, just brings you down to the lower level. So down here we've got another entrance there, which will go through to another section of the cave system. We've got another waterfall and a cool little bridge. And this will go through to our train station. Then you've got this cool wooden bridge using the classic fireplaces there as the base. And we've got a big space here, which I'm considering putting in like a little sort of shack. So it's not all just natural and boxes and things like that, but there's actually a sort of a bit more of a man-made structure on this side as well. But undecided as yet. And once again, over here, you've got a cave entrance there. And as you come up here, this path loops around all the way up to the top, which is where our AFK area is for the actual Guardian farm. So if you're up here, you're going to get maximum spawns in regards to the Guardians. I think I've spawn-proofed most of everything. I've not seen any mobs in here as yet, and I'm hoping that it will stay that way. I really like it. I think it's come out really well. As I say, it has taken a lot of time, and there's still plenty more to be done. So expect to see this again in future, because I'm going to put in another job, which is to actually do all the cave system sort of behind the volcano and to build the shack and essentially just to add a bit more to it. But for now, I wanted to get this video out to you, so that's what we're going to do. Thank you very much for stopping by and watching this latest episode of Welcome to Yaptopia. I hope you have enjoyed it. I know I have enjoyed making it, despite how long it's taken. I think the results are definitely worth it. If you do like the video and want to see more, please do remember to hit that like button and do subscribe as well. And we will see you later on in the week with episode 2 of Welcome to Moorhan, our brand new Paper Hats SMP series. And in the meantime, I will, I guess, you know, start figuring out how I'm going to do the rest of this volcano. And that may be the next episode, or it may be an episode further down the line, but we will have to wait and see. Bye-bye now. Take care.